sideline. Hello, Holly.
M&G Carter Stadium in Fort Worth might be small, but it is mighty. Seating 46,000 fans, the purple smoke, the engine horn blaring, the Frogs get it going on game day in Fort Worth. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Utes ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The ride. They come out strong, stopping for no gain on the opening play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking to pass. It's Craig. Between the hashes, it's Dwyer. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to cap.
Run to the right. Past the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. First play of this drive. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Gonna take a shot. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot against zone coverage, covered 3, and that corner, he's got the deep third of the field, so he's watching the quarterback the entire time. He sees the ball thrown, he's able to react to it and come away with the pick.
9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Craig. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Here's a give to Parker. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Utes want to pick up the tempo. Quick give. It's Parker. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun here with Parker. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Oh, they've got him in the backfield. A disaster on that one and a loss of 6.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Caught. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
They'll try to get it in with the run. All over him immediately.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. On the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utes! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hits inside. It's Payne. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. To throw, it's Craig. Quickly complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Horned Frog headed quickly to the line.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident.
Lots of room to run. To the house. Touchdown, TCU! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And how about that for a capper, a 43-yard run for 6. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Tells the run, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Delayed handoff. It's Parker. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on second down. Looking to the big tight end. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He finds a dead spot in the middle.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
From the gun, it's Bray. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Utes come to the line in the hurry-up. To the ground, he's got it again. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Run in the red zone, it's Bray. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And the Utes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Look out! Couldn't connect with his man in the end zone, but they're going to back up after this penalty is announced, I believe. And this quarterback will have to deal with 2nd and goal. He tried to get away with that throw, but the officials weren't buying it and got him for grounded. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Lucky to get it off.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going for it all. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. TCU calls its 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. They'll send out the kicker here. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. And this one splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Craig. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse, and field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Second down, gonna throw it. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Utes getting set on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Dampier. Going for the big play. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They just keep firing. They're all over him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Trying to make one miss. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for space, it's Payne. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Second down, gonna throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Turns it upfield. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Here comes the heat. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Throws for the tight end. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Still looking. He's going to run it. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
Right side, it's Parker. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
Quick completion on the out. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13. And the Utes in the hurry up. Back to pass on second down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw. It's Craig. In the backfield, it's Payne. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The run inside. It's Payne. There he goes. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Timeout taken by the Horned Frogs. That's their final one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Finds a crease. It's Payne. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. After the run, now to throw. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. Got the first down. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. The Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. The Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Running inside. It's Briggs. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. Sets his feet. It's Dampier. Got his man. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Utes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. He'll return it. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a lot of space. The 30, the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, TCU! His third touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. Gets it out to the 33 before he goes out of bounds. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for a man. It's Craig. Rush right in his face. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
It's just not the type of game this guy envisioned. Being in the second half, being less than 50% completions, he has not found any success throwing it. A lot of that you got to give to the defense. They've been in the right place and they've made plays, but he's simply not had his best game today.
And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Trying to slip through and pick it up. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster.
Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Horned Frog. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. These two offenses have been locked in and going back and forth, David.
Been absolutely cooking. I mean, both offenses doing what they want. Now try to continue this, Jesse, down the stretch. Stay on fire.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on this offense right now because of the way the other one's playing, so you can't falter. You can't have your service broken. You got to stay aggressive.
And the Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Straight ahead, it's Bray. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Fights off a defender.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking for space. It's Bray. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Oftentimes when offenses get a 1st down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
He'll try to do it himself. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on 1st down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and it's just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another 1st down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. And the Utes want to crank the tempo.
And he showed you in 2 plays why this defense has been up late at night. Like, thinking about having to guard, he makes you defend the back end, throwing the football, but then has the ability to pull it down and chew up yards with his legs. He makes you cover the whole field, run and pass. Infuriating to deal with as a defense.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. The Utes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Moving the pocket, it's Dampier. Under pressure. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And they get another 1st down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get 1st downs, and a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That one's not even close.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. From the red zone, looking for a man. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Snags it. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Scoreboard operator better stay loose. Plenty of time to go here as we start the fourth. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They put the brakes on it.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make it.
Trying to get closer, and they knock it free. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can.
There he goes. The 50. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, TCU! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They pushed the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Time to take a shot. Makes the grab deep. Off and running. The 20. Past the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Utah!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 30. He's at the 20. He is in! Touchdown, Horned Frogs! He's in the house for the 6th time in this game. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through.
Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33. And the Utes moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's Dampier. Extending the play. Myers on the move. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Escapes the pressure going right. Unleashes to the end zone. Incomplete into the end zone, but I think this offense is going to get nabbed for a penalty. You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. And the rarely seen illegal forward pass penalty brings up 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. This time he's got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. 3rd and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. Touchdown, Utes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. The give and tick, 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 tick. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Craig. Moving out to the right. Going to try to get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
This is as big a play as we've had in this game. 3rd down and 3. Right at the line. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drive.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Fresh center downs going to the air. He's got an open man. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, TCU!
It was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Second down to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. Escapes the sack. He wants a big play here late. He's got it down the left. Out of bounds at the 32, and the chunk play has this offense moving.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Drops back on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down 1 score, gotta have it right now. The quick out. And they get him out of bounds, but not before a sizable pickup on that one.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
The Utes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback will keep it. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
They give it back to him.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
Moves the pocket. It's Craig. Unloads in the nick of time.
And with that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now, you force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead. But you can also seize a lot of momentum if you get it here on 4th and short. If you're able to score a touchdown, this is a completely different game.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. Needs it. Fighting off the defender. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. On the move. He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet at the 45. Quickly working the sideline and getting out of bounds after a pickup of 18.
When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, it's so hard to get drives together because the clock starts to be your enemy. Really heads-up play by the quarterback. Getting the first down, get out of bounds, and stop the clock.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide right, it's Brake. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the first down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score. Like you said, Reese, work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback, Sam. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Drops back. It's Stampier. Looking for the score. Knocked away. Incomplete in the end zone.
Late in the game with the lead, the defense obviously knows here the offense is going to have to try and throw it. Nice job in the back end there. Not just in coverage, but almost picking that football off. That was a game changer.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. And with a single second left, a field goal attempt to try to get another chance in overtime. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. Quick give. It's Payne. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Snaps on 4th down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. So just a huge conversion on 4th down here in overtime.
That is so impressive too, Reeks, because at this point of the game, everybody on offense is just so exhausted emotionally and physically. But this is where you got to dial in and lock in. You saw tremendous execution on that 4th down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass, it's Craig. Rushes on. Trying to get away. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. Looking for a touchdown to take the lead in overtime here on 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last 4th down.
Look out! Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They strike first in the extra period. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Lost to throw on 1st. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out route. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Utah! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a 2nd OT. And the extra point is good.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
Now 1st down here in the 2nd overtime. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
From the red zone, it's Brake. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! They take the lead here in the second overtime period. Now in the second overtime, you must go for the two-point conversion. From the gun. They're all over him. They got it, executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double OT. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Gonna run it. It's Payne. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. First and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Trying to pound it in. They were all over it.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play throwing it.
Third and goal, and they have to find a way to get a touchdown. Making the adjustment on the play. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on.
Oh, and it's intercepted, a turnover in overtime. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick.